Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's the Y2K Collector, and hope you are having an amazing weekend. For those of you who know, this weekend is All-Star Weekend, and hopefully you had a chance to watch the celebrity game, which really didn't feel like much of a celebrity game because I honestly didn't really see that many celebrities in it. I felt like I saw more sports celebrities in this celebrity game than I have in a while. But overall, the celebrity game was pretty cool. You had Stephen A. coaching one side, you had Shannon Sharpe coaching the other side. So that was definitely fun to see. And then hopefully last night you had a chance to catch the three-point shooting contest along with the dunk contest, which, I mean, I got to be honest with you. In terms of the three-point shooting contest, I think that the three-point shooting contests have gotten better over time. So that's definitely improved. But I feel like the dunk contest has slowly regressed, like, over time. I feel like, especially these last three dunk contests, they haven't been mind-blowing. The winner, I think his name is Matt McClung. He's definitely an amazing dunker. But I think overall, like, nothing beats the dunk contests that came about back when I was in high school. Nothing's ever going to beat the dunk contest of 2000, like the Vince Carter era, the Kobe Bryant era. Those dunk contests really set a benchmark, and I don't know if we've ever quite gotten back to that. But I definitely love to, see it get back to that level at some point. But they've been a little bit disappointing. But overall, hopefully you've had a chance to check that out. I'm a huge NBA fan, so I've definitely been looking at that. Also, this weekend, we saw the release of the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. If you follow the channel, you know that the Air Jordan 4s are my favorite sneaker of all time. So the fact that they recreated them in like this leather, material, I think that that's definitely great. I kind of got some old school vibes this weekend, just when I was going about running errands. I was seeing lines. I was actually seeing lines at the sneaker store. I haven't seen lines in sneaker stores in forever. So I guess it's kind of fun and exciting to kind of have that buzz, All-Star Weekend, a brand new pair of J's dropping. So that's always fun. But aside from that, I definitely had a chance to go and do the deal that I had been telling many of you about. I was able to go to my local game store and sell a bunch of Nintendo Switch games and kind of clear out some shelf space. And while there, picking up some cash, I happened to run into this guy, Last Resort. And this has to be the pickup of the year for me so far. I mean, it's not like this game has much competition. I've probably bought a grand total of 3 games maybe this year. But I never really would have thought that I would have had a complete in-box Neo Geo game just because of how expensive they are. And Last Resort, in fact, is one of the most expensive Neo Geo games. To get a complete in box, you're looking at somewhere between $700 and $800. I did not pay that for this game, not at all. But I did get it. And, even when you find these games, you always have to be careful because a lot of times the cart might be, aftermarket, the chips in the cart might be fake. It may not be it might be a reproduction. Or you might find a copy that's like in Japanese. You may not be able to find a US copy, or if you do find one, it's not complete in box. But what I got here is a US complete in box copy of Last Resort for the Neo Geo AES. And it's funny because these games always look like encyclopedias. Like, these don't even really look like video games. Look how big this thing is. This is like a binder that you would have had in junior high school. It's so big. The case is just really wide, and it just takes up a good amount of space. Like, I could never have a full Neo Geo collection. That's like having an encyclopedia collection. It's just too much. But there's only one other game that I want to get for the Neo Geo, and then I think I'll be done. And that is Blazing Star. So if you know anyone who's selling a complete in-box copy of Blazing Star, let me know. For the past few months, I've been getting my Neo Geo fix on this thing, the Neo Geo Mini. A great way to play these games, a cheap way to play these games. $30 gets you basically the best 30 to 40 games the Neo Geo has to offer. But if you're looking for that OG vintage experience, and if you're a collector, then obviously you're going to want to get something as close to the genuine artifact as possible. So was really stoked to find this. I'm really very, very picky in 2024 about what I'm adding into my collection. It needs to be rare. It needs to be one of a kind. It needs to be something that's really hard to get, even online. And I'll be honest with you, finding a clean, legit, complete in box copy of Last Resort, even online, is tough. And then when you do find it, people want an arm and a leg. Seriously, they want a mortgage payment for you to get this game, and I just don't feel like dropping that. So I was really stoked when I found this. The store owner said that if he did find a copy of Blazing Star, he would keep me in mind and shoot me a call and let me know, because I'm probably the only guy he knows that's looking for that game, because that's not a game that most people are looking for right now. So was really, really stoked for that. I'm just glad to be able to have it in the collection. And have I been playing it? Yes, I have. So I've got it set up right here. Of course, this is like the demo intro screen. I'm not playing it right now at this moment, but I have been going in. And I gotta be honest with you, there's really one main gripe that I have about the Neo Geo, and that is this controller. It is just really tough to get some good gaming in on these Neo Geo controllers because they're kind of clunky. The buttons, you know, if I'm gonna use the, here, let me just zoom this out. But if I'm gonna play with this, you know, tapping the button, you know, I have to tap it like this to kind of get the shot off. Last Resort isn't a game where you can just kind of hold the button and it, like, you know, it fires. You know, you kind of have to keep tapping it, and then really maneuvering with this can get kind of clunky. So I'm gonna need to find a pretty much another way of kind of playing this game. I'm probably gonna have to get that 4-button controller to probably get the best experience. I'm also kind of running my Sega Saturn here. I have been playing Lords of Thunder as well, so that's definitely another one of my kind of fave games. I gotta tap that RF switch there. It's looking kind of grainy. But it has been very much a retro weekend for me. Just going back and forth with these games here, checking them out, playing them, and I have been having a lot of fun. I'll be honest with you. It's been a very fun weekend. Sorry, I just had to take a sip of coffee there. But it's been a very fun weekend, and I'm really interested to know, you know, what the community thinks about some of these older retro games. I kind of posted it the other day, and yes, I have on the Jordan 1s, the Palominos today. Definitely went out and had some breakfast, so that was fun. But I'm kind of interested to know what the community thinks. Like, would you rather play, you know, these old school games on their traditional hardware? Games like, you know, systems like the Sega Saturn, systems like the Neo Geo. Would you rather play them on the original hardware, or do you like playing these games on modern consoles like the Switch or the PlayStation 4 for ease of use? Me, I do like having the old school genuine experience, but sometimes it can be clunky. Sometimes they can just be tough to kind of like, just kind of deal with and kind of figure out. And then a lot of times when the pieces break, they can be pretty expensive to replace. But all in all, you kind of get that true nostalgia feeling when you play it in this format. And I'm just interested to know what the community thinks. Like, do you like it this way? Do you like the new way? I'm curious to know. But I'm going to keep jamming out here. I just wanted to take a quick second just to do a quick weekend recap. If you haven't had a chance to check out the video that I dropped yesterday, definitely go ahead and check that out. Got a lot of good stuff in there. And I kind of go into a little bit more detail about my weekend. I also have some footage of when I went and made the pickup and the drop off of those games. So if you're interested to know about that, definitely go ahead and check out those videos. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm y2kcollector.yt. That's y2kcollector.yt is where you can find me on Instagram. And it's just a little bit easier to get a hold of me. It's a little easier for me to communicate with you there. But hopefully, like I said, you're having a great weekend. Hopefully you're getting some good gaming in. I'm thoroughly enjoying these Neo Geo games for as long as I have them in the collection. Glad that I was able to add that. It was definitely a rare and hard to find game, and got it at a decent rate. So that does it for me. Just a quick short video for you today. Hopefully you'll get a chance to watch the All-Star game. Tonight is the All-Star game. So I'll be looking forward to that. That does it for me. I am the Y2K Collector. Peace.